Hi guys, welcome to Marley's Kitchen. So today I'm going to make an attempt to make Ube Roll. So what we're going to do first, or what we need is cake flour. So we need 1 cup of that. And I've mixed everything here. These are all the ingredients, the dry ingredients. So here I have 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 cup of sugar, and half teaspoon of salt. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix all the dry ingredients together first. Now I'm gonna shift the cake powder or the cake flour. So just kind of separate them. I actually need a bigger shifter here, but this will work for now. We'll just have to do whatever that we have on hand. Okay, so then we're gonna add all the dry ingredients, the sugar, salt, and baking powder. Just mix it all in like that. Okay, so we got that one, and so just kind of mix it in together. Okay, once we do that, we add all the ingredients. So we have 4 egg yolks, just the egg yolks. So 4 of that. 1/4 cup of oil. 1/3 cup of milk, fresh milk. 1/4 cup of ube halaya. And we also need 2 teaspoons of ube extract, and we're adding half teaspoon of purple food coloring. So I got it all mixed in already. So you just add all that in. Now we should try to get all that purple color in there to add more of the purple flavor, the ube flavor and the purple color. Okay, so we got all that in there. What you want to do is go ahead and blend it slowly. So we have the cake mix all mixed in. Now we're gonna do next is the meringue to make it thicker. So I'm gonna have to do that separately. So let's go ahead and stay tuned for that. All right, so now it's time to do the meringue to mix into the cake mix. And what you need is 4 egg whites, so 4 of that. And then we also need 1/3 cup of sugar and half teaspoon of tartar. So what you want to do is just blend in the egg white. Just mix it until it gets thicker. add it all at one time. Okay guys, so here is the meringue that we'll be adding to the cake mix. So as you can see, it's already kind of thick and fluffy. Okay, so then what you do is you don't want to use a blender, you just want to use the spatula or whatever that you could find to use. So you just gradually mix in the meringue into the cake mix. So you just keep mixing it like in this kind of stroke. So just mix it in. You don't want to. Just make sure that you get the bottom too to make sure that all the cake mix is blending into the meringue. So again, just slowly, gradually, just you see how thick that's become. So just keep mixing it in. That smell of the ube smells so good. So as you can see, that's how it's forming. The cake mix is also getting thicker. It's coming so pretty. Okay, so as we said, we have to add all the meringue in the cake mix. I love meringue, so I'm just gonna make sure that I get every bit of that. Okay, so you just keep mixing. Okay. Since you have the meringue mixed into the cake mix, then what you have to do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And then you will need a baking sheet. It's supposed to be 10.5 by 15.5. But this is a little bigger because I don't have the other one. So what you want to do is get a parchment paper and put it on the pan. You don't need to grease the pan or the parchment paper. So just keep mixing the dough. Make sure that you get the middle and the bottom. So this is the texture. So what you want to do is just go ahead and spread the mixture into the pan. You don't need, again, you don't need to grease the pan, so we'll just be using the parchment paper. Okay. And just spread it on the pan. Okay, so we get this even layer. Okay. So there it is. Now we'll go ahead and put it in the oven. And bake it for 20 minutes. There you go. So we'll stay tuned, and then we'll do the rest of the recipe later once it's done. Stay tuned, guys. So okay, guys. So the cake is done. 20 minutes. It's done. So it's still kind of warm. So just be careful. So what you want to do is put a parchment paper on top of it. And get something that's bigger. Get another pan that is bigger than the one that you baked on. So what you want to do is you just want to turn it over to get the cake out. And then lay it in a flat surface. And then just peel off the parchment paper. So you just have to slowly remove the parchment paper. Just have to slowly remove it. And there you have it. So these are just like little browns, but there is the thing there. Okay, so then what you want to do is you want to cut off to save later for the crumbling, to put on the top. So from the short side, we want to cut at least 2 inches off. And we want to save this later for the topping. We're going to put it in a, mix it. So we're going to save this part. And then also about 1 inch off from the side. Okay, then we get another parchment paper. enough to turn the cake over. Because we're gonna roll it. Okay, so while it's still warm, you want to sprinkle some powdered sugar on top of it to prevent it from sticking when you roll it. Okay, so what you want to do is to roll it slowly with a parchment paper, so that way we could cool it off. Okay, and then just lay it on top of a cooling rack until it gets cool off. So while it's cooling off, we're gonna go ahead and do the frosting. So let's go ahead and make the frosting. Okay. Okay guys, so we have made the frosting. It's already thick and all that, and the cake is already cool. So what you want to do is unroll it slowly. Okay, then you do the frosting. So just take the frosting and just layer the top. Just kind of flatten it. Now we're gonna save a little bit to put some frosting on the outside of the cake as well. You just want to have enough to just spread on the cake top. And you just want to have enough to cover. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, as you can see, I don't have complete set of baking stuff. I'm not a baker. I just do it as a hobby. So I'm just finding stuff in my kitchen to use. So you just want to make sure that you cover everything. There you go, that's pretty much covered. Okay, and then what you do afterwards, you've got that all spread out, is slowly roll the cake. just keep rolling, rolling until you get to the end. There you go. Then after you're done, you want to put it into your serving tray or serving plate. Just remove the parchment paper in the bottom. Ta-da! There goes the Ube Roll. So then what you do is you just transfer it to a serving plate or tray. And then we'll do the next procedure. So there goes your Ube Roll. It didn't come out perfectly shaped, but that will do. And then what you do is get the rest of your frosting, and then you just cover the top. I wish someday that I will have all the supplies for baking. So right now I'm just finding stuff in my kitchen to use. So you're just gonna cover it with a layer of the frosting. So what we're gonna do is with that cutoff piece that we did at the beginning, we're gonna cover it with that. Ooh, it's looking good. Well, I say it's okay. It's not perfectly rolled, but it's okay because we're gonna cut it anyway. You want to make sure you get the edge to the end. Frosting. Okay, then what we do with the little pieces that we cut off at the edge earlier, we crumbled it. I used the mixer. I didn't show it on the video, but as you can see, it became like little crumbs, like that. When you do, you just sprinkle on top or outside of the cake. And just cover it. So just use your hands, find it easier. It gets a little messy, but you could clean it out after. So this is the first attempt of the Ube Roll. It's not quite perfectly shaped, but that will do. gonna take practice, but at least, you know, you have an idea of how to do it. It takes practice to get it perfect, so hopefully the next time it'll come out perfectly. There's that, and then we're gonna top it with ube. Okay guys, so we're done rolling the ube roll. So right now I'm just adding the macapono. So I'm just using the bottled one. I mean, these two are my favorite, macapono and ube. So I'm adding a little extra of the macapono. That looks so good already. Not bad for the first time. And there you go. So the ube macapono roll, specially made by Marlene at Marley's Kitchen. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Here's a cake for everybody. My ube roll. Ube macapono roll.